Hello, welcome Solix Nation. We have a bunch of days of discovery this year. I cannot wait.
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of in the rhythm, right? March is coming up. March is our first one. This is a virtual day of discovery. This is a week long, right?
It is a week long. It is March 6th through the 11th. It begins on the 6th, ends on the 11th. What does that even mean?
Yeah, not to scare anybody about the week-long day of discovery. This is not a live day of discovery because it's virtual. You can actually go at your own pace. You can choose your own adventure. These are all pre-recorded and they load, and on the 6th you get access to them. And you can kind of go at your own pace. We have some people who like just plow through and in the first 6, 8, 10 hours, whatever it is, they're done. They're good. And then they rewatch actually over the week. And then others are like, I need more time. I didn't have enough time to get through this. But either way, whatever path you choose, from the 6th through the 11th, you have access to those videos to watch which ones you like and the way you like.
That's right. And if you're new here, a day of discovery is kind of like our convention. We have 2 a year, one virtual in March and one live in September. So the virtual March one, it's right around the corner. We are filming now. We have secured some amazing presenters. You are going to love our new launches and you'll be shocked by some of them. I know I am shocked by them. It's going to be a great time. Now, just to be aware, our prices will increase for our virtual day of discovery on February 1st. So if you haven't gotten your ticket, get that now. We do have, for the first time ever, we have a block of tickets. We've never done that before.
A block of tickets for virtual?
A block of tickets for our Days of Discovery. It's new to Kai. He didn't hear about this. Just kidding. You can buy a virtual ticket and a live Day of Discovery ticket in September in one ticket. We've never done that before.
Yeah, that's our 2025 pack. So you get both events in one ticket price. You get access to both, and that's awesome. Now, again, if you haven't ever been to a Day of Discovery, if you don't know what that is, when Shelby's talking about presenters and launches, what do we do here? We have hours of content where you're going to be learning material about the AO scan and about other products and about your business if you're here as a QLA. So it's a great time to dive in, steep in a little bit longer about what is Solix all about, what do we have to offer, and what can you learn and better utilize, not just for you, but for your family and for those that you share this with.
That's right. So let's get our order straight because we kind of jumped around a little bit. March is our virtual day of discovery, 6th through the 11th. The next day of discovery that we are offering is actually in Amsterdam. We're gonna do a European day of discovery. That's May 30th and 31st. Tickets are on sale for that right now. No, you do not have to live in Europe to go to that. We have a lot of people from the US, Australia, and different places that are wanting to attend that. So that's in May. And then our live day of discovery is here in Provo, Utah, and that is September 13th and 14th?
Yeah, 13th and 14th?
No, I think that's wrong. I think it's the 12th and 13th.
Is it 12th and 13th?
Yeah.
I remember, I thought it was Friday. Oh, Friday the 13th.
We will post the date right under us, so we'll make sure we get that right. And so that's the 12th and 13th.
Now, you talked about the pack. Does that include the European event?
It does not. So the pack is only virtual and the live in Provo, Utah.
Okay.
The European Day of Discovery is a different ticket. Now, speaking of the September Day of Discovery, we do have Marriott room blocks where we have secured excellent prices for you, and those are going fast. So if you are wanting to get your room block for Day of Discovery, go to your back office and find the Marriott room block and purchase that now.
And if you're looking at it, we've posted the address of the venue for September. Some people have been asking about that, about what hotels are available. This room block for this Marriott is the closest. It's one of two that are really close, but is the closest to the venue. And so that is why we obviously selected that, so that you'd be walking distance. In fact, it's just across the street.
It's right next door.
Yeah, right across the street. So you'll be able to get there really easily. Special pricing, obviously discounted pricing with that. And it's a good time. Granted, it's January, but it's a time to make commitments throughout the year. And in those commitments, what you're going to be accomplishing throughout the year. And so this is just part of that. Now, if we haven't thoroughly confused you with all the things, let's recap. We have the virtual in March. Those tickets are on sale right now, and they increase in price on February 1st. We have a European event for those in Europe, those that want to go to Europe, and those tickets are on sale as well, and that is at the end of May, right? And then we have our live event in September, which is here in Utah. We have room blocks available, as well as that combined ticket, the virtual and live. You can get those two together in the 2025 event pack. So I think I recapped that.
I think you did a good job. All right, it is January and we have new incentives.
Yes, okay, so we're already into this one. And you may not have heard it, this one's a fast one. This is a spread the word. Hopefully your upline golds have shared this with you. But from the 1st through the 15th, if you enroll somebody with a bundle and a subscription, we are doing something we have only done once before, and that is to double your LiftOff. Your LiftOff bonus can double if that person enrolls with a bundle and a subscription. So it's time to get on it. If you're just seeing this right now, you have a few days left.
Someone texted me and said, is that only if we enroll QLAs? No.
No.
It is a QLA or preferred customer. Just the only requirement is with a bundle and a subscription.
Bundle and subscription, that's it. So get those two and you'll be in great shape. From the 16th to the end of the month, what are we gonna offer? Well, you're gonna have to check back in with Solex on the 16th to find out. We're gonna hold that one a little bit tighter. It's a good one, it's a fun one. It may not be double your LiftOff fun, because that one's really crazy. But it is worth checking in on the 16th. Look at social media, look at the back office. Check with your leader, look at your email. We'll put out what is the 16th through the 31st incentive for January.
For January, okay. Don't jump to June. I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
All right, also, we have our new 3 and 6 for the quarter.
Yeah, so every quarter we have an incentive. If you're new here, if you enroll 3 people during the quarter that with a bundle and a subscription, and the subscription successfully transacts, then you will get an additional $50 bonus on top of what you earn already in that LiftOff bonus that you're earning.
And that's January, February, March. Now what happens if you bring on 6 people in that quarter?
We're gonna add another $250 to that $50, making the total $300 during the quarter. And again, like Shelby just said, it's through the whole quarter. So you don't have to do it all in 1 week or in 2 weeks or in a month. You got the 3-month period to get that accomplished. So if you're brand new here, let's get rolling. Great chance to add some padding to the effort of sharing what is great about Solex with others.
That is right. Okay, let's move on to our contest. Now, this is from a long time ago.
Yeah.
Like 3 weeks ago, our last call. And we had a presentation about Zymes and Biome, 2 of our newest products in our AO core system. And we asked you, which product do you like better and why, Zymes or Biome? And whichever one you choose is what you'll win.
Yeah, so, all right, let's see, mix them up. Oh, here it is. I almost picked up 2. All right, this is Mary. Mary, you're gonna have to let us know who you are. I can't tell from the tag here, the handle. I like both Biome and Zymes. If I had to choose only one, it would be Biome. My gut feels so much better with these products. Thank you. Mary, email us, call us, let us know who you are, and you're getting Biome. It is one of my favorites too. I take it every morning.
Every morning, me too. All right, next. Ooh, there's a lot in here. This is Troy Shelton. I love them both and take them together. So hard to know which one I love more. If I had to choose, I think I would choose Zymes. So awesome at helping with digestion and breaking down the food.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, when you look at what it does, what they do, you're like, okay, you can't go wrong with picking one, but it's hard to pick your
This is a rude question. I feel like it's a rude question.
All right, here we go. Final winner, this is Annalise Wormy. Annalise, congratulations. Wait, how am I supposed to choose which one I like more? I love them all, seriously. I guess I have to. If I had to, I'd choose Biome. I love that it is so much more than any other probiotic I've ever seen. Thank you all for these fabulous high quality products. I can't imagine my life without Solex. I love you.
Awesome. Okay, well, all 3 of you, congratulations, and we will get those products sent out to you right away.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a long top enroller week.
Yeah, so we're looking at from December 16th through January 5th.
Yes.
Right?
And we have no ties. So in second place, we have Sheila Day.
Sheila Day, great to see your name on the list. In second place, well done. And in first place, it's Paige Wheeler. Congratulations. She enrolled 11.
Yeah, 11 people.
My goodness gracious. And she's getting a 6-pack of the Alpha.
The AO Scan Passes.
Scan Pass.
Yeah.
I always want to say Alpha.
I know,
AO Scan Pass. It's 6 days, 6 of them. The 6 people for 6 days. That's awesome.
Congratulations to both of you. And we have something really exciting to announce. So let's do that now.
Jake, we're back at it.
Here we are.
Yeah, it's a brand new year and we have a brand new launch. We're ready to roll if you are, so let's hit it. Here we go again, Jake, another launch.
Yes,
AO
AO
Energy.
Energy.
Powerful stuff, 2 flavors.
2 flavors, peach mango and watermelon berry. They taste great.
Both of them, like I can't even decide. In fact, when we were doing the taste test on this, you presented 5 flavors, and I was like, oh, 5 are great. They're amazing.
More flavors might be coming. Who knows?
Exactly. Well, maybe it was because I just felt so good. Yeah. Because I was doing so many taste tests, I was like on high alert. I was like, because it was energy.
The mental energy.
Yeah, it was power.
It really is a nootropic. That's the first benefit on the package.
On the package, that is.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing is, when you look at this, one of the things we always talk about is, and we've been running at a rapid pace, right? From last month to November, we have been moving at a rapid pace, but we're sitting here and we're launching an energy product, but it's not your mama's energy product, right? It's not the same thing as everybody else out there.
No, this thing's packed. It really has a lot of nutrients in there for your metabolism. What is metabolic health?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's being able to get all of the parts functioning the way they're supposed to, so that they not only have the energy resources, but they actually produce the energy that we need so that we have all the function that we want.
Totally.
Right?
It really is. Food in, burned up as energy. That creates what we feel in our minds, in our bodies, in our muscles. And that process is the metabolic process. These products, both flavors, AO Energy, include paraxanthine and all of your B vitamins. It's really a B complex.
Yeah, B complex, I mean, because we're gonna balance it. We're gonna dive into the paraxanthine and the B complex, as well as the ginseng, of how this is an immediate burst of support for your energy needs and mental clarity. But then it also has this kind of elongated, not dragging out, because that's like the antithesis of energy, right? But it is the carrying out of the benefits of the energy you get from the paraxanthine.
Absolutely.
Now, when you look at this, you're sitting here. Okay, there's 5-hour energy. There's energy drinks galore. There are probably 90% of the people on this call drink coffee. I mean, there's a lot out there to give you
quick energy,
energetic support, and quick energy.
Yeah.
Because why? Well, because there's a problem, right? I mean, we all kind of face problems with energy all the time, whether it's like for me, for a long time, I think a big challenge that I faced not only was dealing with stress and learning how to manage stress better, especially long before I was in the realm of learning how to balance my emotions with things like inner voice and those parts of dealing with stress, but also my consumption, right? Obviously too much sugar, too many processed foods, and that gives you the burst of energy, the false facade of energy, because it goes away so fast, and then you're kind of in the pits afterwards. Crashing afterwards. But there are other things that impact, right? There are other things that impact our lulls of energy that we face on any given day.
Not getting enough sleep.
Yeah.
Being overworked. Really not managing stress. Stress can be really, really healthy if managed properly. If you've got the right catalysts in your day, the right routines, the right regimens, stress can actually be very beneficial. But if we're not managing that stress properly with the right nutrients, with the right habits, with the right lifestyle changes, it can really, 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 really compress us to the point where we just cannot handle it. Yeah. And then everything else is impacted.
Yeah.
The heart, the eyes, the mind, the liver,
the lungs,
the digestive system. Yeah. It really can have an impact. And so we really need a helper, a friend, a catalyst, an enabler to help us through those times in our life when fatigue sets in because we have a sleepless night. Yeah. Or because of these other pressures that we've talked about.
Yeah, and I think that is, you just rattle off a whole bunch of things, and we add like medications and some other things to the list, and all of a sudden, it's kind of very relatable to all of us and why we all are looking for this continual energy solution, right? Most of us take solutions in the morning just to get the day going. Some of us take it in the early afternoon, kind of after that lunch crash. where the digestive system is overtaken.
I need something.
Yes, and then we're like, oh, okay, I could take a nap right now. And none of us should feel that. In fact, we should be working towards feeling phenomenal every day. And it's not that there aren't good solutions out there, but we have a different solution. We had a different approach. Like we've always said, Jake, we won't make something unless we can challenge the status quo in such a way that that status quo actually makes something new and different.
Absolutely.
Right? And so we should do that. Now, not only, is this product nanoed?
Liquid, nano, ultrasonic nano.
Yes.
What does that mean? What does ultrasonic
Well,
nano
that means
mean?
that's the way in which we separate the particles. And one thing that I think is interesting, and you should probably, feel free if you don't want to talk about it, I understand.
Yeah.
This process of, people file patents and do things to try and put processes in place to protect something. When you've discovered something unique and special, we actually put in paperwork to protect that unique and special thing.
That's exactly right. That is exactly right.
We have found actually in a lot of ways, because we've been nanoing for a while now.
Yep.
And we have some, what I would call nano engineers, right? That sit there and they test and they try and they stabilize and they test and they try and they stabilize and they do it over and over and over again. And they are finding certain steps work in a very specific way to help separate the particle size so that it's at the smallest size, at least that we can make it right now.
That's right.
And why is that valuable? Why is the small particle size so important? Why do we push nano all the time? Well, because that particle size is more absorbable by the body. If it's more absorbable by the body, it creates less stress on the body. We just talked about stress. If you're creating less stress and more accessible nutrient and solutions for why you're taking that product in the first place, then what are you doing? You're making a beeline. Your A to B points are so straight that it is right to the solution you want.
Love that.
There's no 10 steps in between. It's like A to B. Go.
That is exactly right. It's literally a 12x improvement in solubility and absorption. In addition to that, the nutrients themselves are actually utilized by the body and the benefits are farther reaching. We can actually reduce the dose of a B vitamin, of paraxanthine, and get 12x the benefit in not just the anticipated benefits for health and wellness, but also in the organoleptic or the physical characteristics of the product, which means it tastes phenomenal.
Yeah.
Because we ultrasonically particulate each of these compounds that are found in AO Energy. Just a real great benefit.
I experienced, just this morning, I experienced something along those lines. And it wasn't necessarily with energy. We did the nano thing with our limited time offer with our essential oils.
Yes.
And I was in a steam room this morning, and normally I put about 10 drops of something on the steam unit to get that.
Open the airways.
Yeah, to open everything up.
Yeah.
I tried, what would it experience with 2 drops?
Yeah.
It was potent and powerful for me. And I'm like, the only difference to me, there's no way another brand. In fact, I was using a different brand before.
Yeah.
And I used our limited time offer essential oil that was nanoed, dropped it in, and my experience was different. Yeah. It was so strong and with much less. And I think that's along the lines of what you're saying. So when somebody takes AO Energy, when we're talking about the paraxanthine and we're talking about the B complex and we're talking about the ginseng power, we're talking about using less to get more because we've magnified what we've given.
Allowing you a more affordable price.
Yes, price works into it, experience works into it. I mean, you should be experiencing this greater mental clarity with so much less damage. Yeah. But let's actually talk about that. Yeah. Paraxanthine in particular, it's a metabolite, right? It's one of 3 that are the core of what caffeine is.
That's exactly right. Yeah, it's made of, so caffeine's made up of paraxanthine, theophylline, and theobromine. The major compound, the major component of caffeine that's used and metabolized is the paraxanthine. That's the workhorse of the formula.
Yep.
And so we've literally, using ultracentrifuge, we have isolated the paraxanthine, which naturally occurs in fruits and vegetables. It naturally occurs in our body, and we're using that paraxanthine in this formula to give you all of the benefits the strongest benefits that caffeine can give you without the crash.
Yeah, and I
without
love
the
that.
adverse effects that come with caffeine with, I need another cup, I need another cup. You're going to experience the benefits of AO Energy for 8 hours. And so you want to make sure not to take this after 4 o'clock.
Yes, yeah.
You won't sleep. You will feel, I'm ready to think. I'm ready to write a paper.
Yeah.
I'm ready to study. And so it's really, really important when you take this, just take two squeezes per day. Add that to 16 ounces of cold water. Enjoy a refreshing beverage. And you can sip it or you can drink it before, during, or after a workout or during work. It's something that really you'll notice the benefits, especially the mental energy that you feel immediately, the physical energy that you'll feel both immediately and throughout the day. It's just a remarkable product. Those metabolites work with AO Scan.
Yeah.
Metabolite. The light in metabolite. Why is that so important? Because frequencies are light. They're not visible by the naked eye, but inside our bodies, as the metabolism works, as it functions, as you create and convert food to energy, and as you have a catalyst like paraxanthine, the B vitamins, and ginseng helping you, it will actually work with AO Scan to emit, gather, and create more light in the form of energy.
Yes.
Pure energy.
Energy, I love that. So what would you do? I mean, the thing is, because one of the studies I presented several times when we've talked about nano is that out of the University of Minnesota, when things get into nanoparticle size and the particulate size is that small, it becomes influenceable. When it becomes influenceable, that means that energy, a frequency, can actually help with the vibration of what is needed. So if you're trying to support energy and you use an energy Cephi in conjunction with taking the 2 squirts in the bottle and drink it in the morning and get going and get the mental clarity, that is going to help influence how that metabolite acts in the body. Not just the metabolite, but the body's reception of that. It's fascinating. You talked about how the body will actually do it. The liver is actually going to be the one that breaks it apart and takes that and then sends it into the bloodstream. Because we're nanoed, we're actually starting to absorb into the bloodstream right away, which is why it's so fast acting. Now, if the paraxanthine is so fast acting,
Yes.
it opens up these pathways of energy and clarity in the mind that then these methylated B-complex vitamins support the elongation of, which is why you can get multiple hours of benefit and not just a 1 hour hit and crash, and you have to go over and over again. It doesn't mean that some of us, like me, I'm probably, I wouldn't say addicted. Addicted is not the right word.
You've got a nice habit going.
But caffeine has been a regular part of my routine.
Yep.
But this will be a great leverage to me to try and separate from all of the negative impacts of caffeine that I don't necessarily want to have.
Yeah, caffeine really is, and it's the theobromine and the theophylline. Their absolute role is to actually mask fatigue. So they're not actually helping initiate energy within the mitochondria. Using that paraxanthine is what actually does that. And so there's a big difference in removing those things that actually are instigators of adverse effect versus just focus on the thing that's going to actually provide the most benefit.
I love that. So we're launching something which is rare. In fact, it's hard to find in the marketplace.
It's expensive.
It's very expensive.
But we can use less.
But because we can use less, obviously we'll tell you the price point in just a minute. We get this benefit of immediate with elongated. We're in January. We're launching it now. And I want to tell you about something with the paraxanthine that is actually powerful. In particular, where people's attentions are right now at this time of year. It's January. What is it? What did I hear? The second Friday of the month is National Quit Day, right? It's the day when everybody quits the gym already, right? They stop going. We're going. We're doing this. And what happens? This is kind of the theory behind the launch now. Part of the theory, anyways, is that you have hopefully taking on some improved health objectives for this new year. If you're like most people, part of that might include some sort of physical activity or some sort of diet change or both. When you do those two things, you will face the wall that usually is right there on National Quit Day, 2 weeks into it, right? Where you have suppressed the amount of glucose in your system because of the diet change. And so your body's trying to figure out how to better utilize the fat resources for energy. And you have this lull in between. It doesn't know what to do. So what do you feel? You feel tired.
Yep.
You feel lethargic. You're like, this isn't working.
Need help?
I need help. And so what do we need to do for the help? It is to lever an energy support as a tool, as legit, an enabler to get you over the hump and then support you down the road, because it is the 12x benefit, taking less, getting more. You don't need so much, so it's not even close to being anything harmful or negative in your body. But when you look at it this way, paraxanthine, one of the benefits of it is it helps to break down fat. What?
Love
if
it.
that's all that it did, right? If that's all that it did, it would be a powerhouse in and of itself. But that's not all that it does. But the fact that it does it, when you're going through this lull of trying to learn how to break down fats, to use it as energy because you've restricted glucose in your system, this is the solution to get it going. And the truth is, you and I know this. You might falter. You might miss a day when you didn't do it just right and just perfect. And that's okay, because tomorrow's another day and we start then. We start now. And this is just the lever, the assist to help you get going. Now, it doesn't mean it's only for the beginning of the year. It's for every part of the year. You think about the problems that we face with energy.
Daily metabolic health.
Daily metabolic health. This is a support to daily metabolic health. Yeah. It is a powerful tool that when you think about the short and the long-term benefits, not only within the day, but throughout your life, boy, real change takes place. That's why we launched it. That's why we put this together. It tastes phenomenal. It tastes so great. I would get both flavors, but I took all 5 flavors and I loved them all.
I think most people are ordering.
Yeah, I know. It's out there, just so you know. It ships in about a week. And so get it ready, get it primed for your whole system to work. Now, what is it going to cost? It's going to cost $35 loyalty, $29 if you put it on auto ship, because this is not a limited time offer. This is a permanent product.
Permanent item.
25 points on that.
25 points.
Wow. That is a screaming deal. That throws, blows, and punches with any other energy drink out there.
Love it.
Right? Love it. Well done, Jake. We hope you love it. AO Energy, everybody. Get yours and enjoy.
You know what, Kai? I love all of our launches. I love every product that we have. In fact, we launch a lot of these products just so we can have them.
We just launched a lot of products.
I know, but this one's gonna help me break my energy drink habit.
Yeah, you know, and that's when you talk about all the different assists, and we talked more about the functional assists to how you feel. But I think that that's also a good transition. If someone's trying to break drinking too much coffee or whatever it might be, this is a great opportunity to try and do that if you're trying to get away from some of those jitters, some of the things that are the downside of what's out there. But with that, I mean, that's just really healthy, strong stuff. We hope we're not moving too fast for you guys. We hope that the variety is fun, that it's worth sharing and talking about. We hope that it's unique. That's certainly what we want it to be.
That's right. That's right. Well, okay, it is the end of our call, so what do we always do? We have a contest.
Gotta have a contest.
Gotta have a contest. And you know what? This is our first weekly update in January, and we're kind of talking about, in January, what do you talk about? You talk about New Year's resolutions and how you want to change and what you want to do differently. And so we want to know, what will you give energy to this year?
I see what you did there.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, good job.
What do you think we're giving away?
I think AO Energy, right? But with that, you got to let us know what flavor you're most interested in.
Yeah, do you want watermelon berry or do you want peach mango? So let us know the answer.
Choose both.
You can't choose both.
We'll choose for you.
What are you giving energy to in 2025? Choose the flavor you want, and we will draw 3 names next week.
Okay, AO Energy. Oh my gosh, that was a duff.